Okay, here we go. Saturday morning workout. How awesome is that? I'm just gonna fix the camera a little bit. There we go. So starting with a quick little warm up, come all the way to the back of the mat, take a nice big deep breath, and then take it all the way down. Keep your legs nice and straight. Just totally unweight the upper body. Let the shoulders go towards the ground and then roll up one vertebrae at a time. We're going to do this 2 more times. Big deep breath. Exhale, blow it all out, take it down. Just let those shoulders chill out and roll it back up. And one more time, big deep breath. And then all the way down. Nice, just hang out here for a couple of deep breaths. When you breathe, make sure you're really expanding the rib cage. Now inhale, extend to a flat back. Shift your hips backwards and then fold back down. 2 more. Inhale, extend. Shift back, keep the legs nice and straight. Fold back down. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands all the way to the front of the mat. Hold here in your high plank position. And then take it to a down dog. Pushing those heels towards the earth. Get up on your toes. Float back forward to plank. Now this time when you take it back, drive your heels towards the floor. Big effort to get them down. Get up on the toes. Float it forward. Make sure you're drawing your belly up and in. And then last one, take it back. Push your heels down. Come back to plank. Step your feet in on this one to bear. Hold here, make sure you haven't dropped your head. And now small dog. Heels should be on the ground. Back to bear. Back to your small dog. And 1 more, back to bear. And let's put the knees down. We're going to do some cat-cows here. So give me a big arch in the back. Shift your weight backwards. Really separate between the shoulder blades. And then reverse it. Take your gaze, look forward. And make sure you're drawing the belly up and in. And now do it again. Round your back as best you can. Shift backwards. Maybe even this time, walk the fingers a little far forward. And now come back. And we're going to do this 1 more time. And now come to a neutral spine. Push away from the floor. Your arms are straight and then lower back down. Push away. Lower down. Push away. Lower down. And now neutral spine. Tuck your toes under, heels down. Walk your feet forward. Inhale, extend. You're in the middle of the mat. Reverse it, come all the way back up, reach for the ceiling. And now relax the arms. You're just going to sway from side to side. Get lots of blood flow going here through these arms and shoulders. Nice, now just relax, round the shoulders. Great job. Okay, we're going to take the toes out and keep the heels on the mat. Little sumo squat. So come on down and then right back up. And just keep going. Now, when we start descending, we're trying to move our butt back and just put weight into our heels. So we're going to do 8 more. Maybe try to get a little bit lower each time. Last 5. Make them fabulous. Okay, on this last one, hold it down, take the arms out, and just sort of drop that booty as low as you can get it. And just hold here. Now take the hands to the floor, open up the legs a little bit here. And now come all the way back up, big deep breath. And relax. I'm just going to turn on my air conditioning. Okay. We're going to start lying down on the floor. We're going to do a lot of arms today. So starting with tricep extensions. Take those weights, pick them up. Your palms are facing each other. Now, before we start here, make sure your wrists are neutral and you've got a nice relaxed grip on the weight. We're going to keep the arms straight, just bend at the elbow, let the weights tap the shoulder, and then come back up. So we're going to do 12 slow reps. Try not to over grip. Steady pace going down and up, not too quickly. So be mindful to exhale out your breath when you're lifting them and inhale when you're lowering them. Just a few more. And put them down. Nice job. Okay. We're going to alternate here, give our grip a little bit of a break. Take the black small band and wrap it around your ankles. We're going to work a series of outer hips. So take the band out nice and wide and then come in slowly. We're going to do 20 repetitions of these. Not too quickly. And we want to try to keep our feet either over the hips or in front of. You'll feel like you use your six-pack muscle more if you move your feet a little further forward and keep drawing the belly down. You're going to get the benefit of working your core too. So play around with the angle of the legs. Keep that lower back on the floor. And really imperative here, each time you open up, to make sure that's as wide as you can go. Three more for me to get to 20. So I'm not going quickly. And keep the band around your ankles, but rock and roll yourself up to a seated position. We're gonna pick up those weights again, but this time we're gonna do flies. So your legs are bent, your feet are on the floor, palms face, wrists neutral. Open out slowly, just a micro bend in the elbows, and then squeeze the chest as you pull the weights back together. We're going to do 12 slow reps. Maybe once you've done 2 or 3 or 4, you're getting the hang of it. You might be able to open a little more. Ideally, it would be nice to get the back of the arms down on the floor. And try not to let the chest puff out too much. So we always want to be drawing everything down to the floor. Nice loose grip. Couple more. And bring it in, sit it up, put it down. We're going to come back to round 2 of our outer hips. So same thing, 20 slow reps. Working hard to open the band as far as you can. Coming in with lots of control. So you're trying to resist with the band when you pull the feet back close together. Make sure you're releasing all the tension every time. And then you start from scratch. Play around with the angle of the legs. See if you can move them forward a little more without letting that lower back come away from the floor. Keep drawing that belly down. Should be about halfway. So I like to give myself a little pause when I open out to just sort of see if I can get a little further. Last 4. Last 1, make it the best. Okay, bend your legs, rock and roll yourself up. Grab your weights again. We're going to do some chest presses. So bend your legs, keep that lower back on the floor. Your neck is long. The elbows are going to come out to the side. You're going to lower down slow and then press up slow. Keep your wrists neutral and your palms are facing forward, right? Give me 12 slow reps. Nice and flat on the shoulder blades. Make sure your weights are touching at the top. Your palms are still going to face forward. Give that chest a big old squeeze. Back of the arms touch the floor every time, right? Okay. Bring those weights back up. Put them off to the side. This is your last round of outer hips. Then we're going to transition to inner thighs. So open up nice and wide. Give me 20 repetitions. Try not to compromise your range of motion. Once you start to fatigue, you just have to work harder for each rep. And so you got your last 10 here, nice and slow, lots of control. Last 3, make them fabulous. Okay, let's get rid of this band. I'm gonna go and get my little ball for inner thighs. You guys get your Pilates ring or whatever you normally use. Okay, so before we start with the ball or your Pilates ring, we're going to do some lat pulls. So take your weights. You're going to hold them over the chest with the weights together, touching. Palms are facing. Press that lower back skin down on the floor and keep your ribs really low and your arms straight. Take it back slowly and then forward. So maybe sort of explore, once you've done a few of these, with the range that you can get, especially if you're using a heavier weight. We don't want the movement to be jerky. Even if you limit your range, we want it to be steady and smooth. So same pace going back as coming forward. And we're just doing 12 reps here, and then we're going to start inner thighs. Keep that belly down, keep your ribs down. Okay. Put those weights down. Gonna grab a quick sip of water. Cheers, guys. Okay. Grab your ball, put it, or your ring, whatever you're using for your inner thighs. Get it between your legs. Squeeze as hard as you can. And then release it very slowly. You're gonna do this 20 times. Make each one powerful, like give it your all, each rep. And you should be about halfway there, maybe 10 more. Don't go too quickly. Okay, put it away. Shake out those legs. Grab your weights again. 2 of them. You're lying down. We're gonna hold the arms up. So the wrists are over your shoulders. Now, you're gonna push the weights up towards the ceiling as high as you can, and then you're gonna lower them back down. You're gonna keep your arms straight. Think of this as a reverse scapular push-up. So press up, lower back down. Keep going, nice and slow. You want to keep the weights centered over your chest, not your face. So if you're looking straight up at the ceiling, you should see the weights in front of the face. Sorry, right over your chest. You should be able to see straight up to the ceiling. Now we're going to do 20 of these. They're not quick. And the movement is small. Maybe it's just an inch or 2. But give that chest a big old squeeze. Now, when you're halfway, I want you to open the weights a tiny bit wider for your last 10. Totally normal to feel trembling through these. Last 5. Keep those wrists neutral. 4, 3, 2, and done. Okay, put the weights off to the side. Grab your inner thigh thing again. Put it between your legs. Here we go. We got 20 slow and steady reps. Especially when you're opening back out. Keep that lower back on the floor. Try to make each one of these hard for you. Easy is not what's going to change our bodies. So it's always a good idea to get a little uncomfortable. We call it getting out of your comfort zone, right? That's a good thing. So we should be about halfway. So you have 10 more slow ones to go. Last 5. Squeeze with all your might. Okay, put it off to the side. Grab your weights again. Lie it back down. So we're going to do 12 presses, only this time when we press the weights back up, we're going to turn the palms to face each other and then let the weights touch. So you're bringing them in close, your palms face, then you take the elbows out wide again. Try not to go too quickly. Keep the pace steady, up and down the same. Nice and flat on the shoulder blades. Squeeze that chest when you're rotating your palms to face and the weights connect. And that's it. Put them down. Last round of the inner thighs. Thank goodness. Woohoo. Okay. Squeeze. Work both legs equal. Try not to dominate one side, right? You want to squeeze in exactly the same on both legs. Working on the last 5 here. Make them the best of all these rounds. Powerful, squeeze in, let it out slow. After this, we're getting up on our feet. We're going to do some single leg deadlifts and some more triceps. Last 2. And last 1. Okay, put it away. You are done with that inner thigh thing. Grab a quick sip of water if you need it. I'm gonna get my one weight. We're gonna use one weight for these deadlifts. I'm actually gonna use a kettlebell just because it's easier on my grip. But you use whatever floats your boat, and here we go. So we're gonna work the left leg first. So I have my weight or kettlebell in my right hand. So here we go. Kickstand that right foot so your body gets used to weighting into this left leg. And then elevate the leg off the floor behind you. Engage all the muscles in that leg as you hip hinge down. Okay, so you've got both legs straight. Down and up. So that leg in the back, you really want to lift it so that you can try to get it parallel to the floor. So don't be shy. Try not to limit the range here for fear of losing your balance, because you just get it right back on the next rep, right? We're going to do 12 on this leg. Probably got 5 done already. And then 12 on the other leg. Before we get to the other leg, we've got some triceps. Couple more. Okay, so put it down. Now triceps, I'm going to use this longer band. You can use a weight or whatever you like. I just think it's good to switch it up sometimes. So I'm just going to let this dangle behind me. Grab hold of it. So I've got both hands. I'm just going to lift this left arm up. And when I lift it up, I try to lower my backhand down to make the band tighter. Just to make it hard, make sure it's challenging. And then when you come down, don't just drop the arm down, you want to really resist it. 12 on this side. Keep your chin up, your elbow close to the side of the head. Couple more. Okay, release it. Shake it out. Put that down. Grab your weight again. This time in the left hand. You're going to kickstand the left foot and we're going to work the right leg. 12 single leg deadlifts. So let the foot come up, get used to the balance, and then start your hip hinge. Maybe the first few you go even slower, just to give yourself enough time to get your back leg up and parallel to the floor. Keeping the hips square, of course. And we're trying to not let the hips push forward of the toes, obviously. The further back you can keep those hips and weight into the back of the foot, the more you get out of each of these reps, right? You're going to feel it more in that butt cheek. And you play around with it. Once you get down, see if you can just shift back a little bit your body. Couple more. Try to get that back leg up with the hips square. That's your job on these. Okay, put it down, grab the band again. We're going to work the other arm. So you've got your right arm working this time, left hand holding the band. Make sure you grip it so that it's going to be challenging when you raise that arm up. And then we want to really lower down with resistance. So you're not letting gravity help you here. You're kind of trying to go slower on the way down. Keep your chin up, stand tall. Posture is really important when you're exercising. You want to line up everything the way it's supposed to be. So we have 3 more, and then we're going to do some rowing on each arm. And then we're down on the floor to finish up. One more here. Okay. So back to the left arm with your weight. You're going to split stand the feet, right? So like 1 foot forward, 1 back. I'm going to lean down. I want you to have most of your weight in this right leg, at least 80%, and then start to row with the left arm. So high on the toes on the back foot, no weight back there. It's just there for balance. We have 12 reps. Really try to put as much weight into that right leg as you can. And switch sides. Great job. So try to float the left arm so you're not putting it on your thigh unless you need to. But remember, get the weight into this left leg. Okay, switch hands, switch feet. We're doing round 2. Here we go for 12. All your weight back to that right leg. Switch again. Remember, float the arm, 80% or more of your weight now in the left leg. And switch it. Last round. Woohoo! Okay. Okay, getting tired. Last 12. Hopefully you are too. Otherwise, your weight you picked was too light. That front leg should be almost straight, right? So when we hit the mat, we have dead bugs. 2 more reps here. And then a couple of stretches, and we are out of here. So we're close to the finish line, guys. Have a seat, grab a sip of water quickly. And let's get our dead bugs done. So arms up, knees over hips, feet flexed, low back on the floor. This should feel challenging in and of itself. If it doesn't, move your knees further forward and then take the right arm and left leg back. Fully extend, bring it back in. Switch sides. This is your last exercise, so make it count. You have 10 more. Keep that back down, stay strong through the core, right? Everything is pressing towards the floor. Okay. Bring those knees in. We are done all the hard work. Couple of stretches before we say goodbye. Let's just make a quick little circle to massage your lower back. Go the other way. Then we're going to rock and roll up onto our feet. And we're going to start with a pyramid stretch. So here we go. 1 foot forward, 1 back. Figure out how far apart you can get your feet. Hands to heart, I want you to fold over that leg. Spine stays long. Feel that nice release through the glute. Hold on that spot just for a sec. Don't drop the face, don't round the back. Just hold here, both feet forward, both legs long. Okay, now we're going to release the hands to the floor and you're going to fold right over that leg. Nice, easy breathing in and out through the nose. You're here for 3 more deep breaths. Okay, roll it up. And we're going to switch legs. So right leg forward, left leg back. Get the feet pretty far apart, right? Heels down though. Fold over. Don't use your hands, just fold so you're just hip hinging through that hip, keeping the spine nice and long. Now let's take the hands to the floor, relax the head so you're flexing your back. Both legs nice and straight. Okay, roll it back up. Now we have one more stretch for each leg for our quads. So it's also a little bit of a balance challenge. Just pick up that right foot and sweep the left arm up. Push your foot tight into the hand. And then switch feet. Bring the knees pretty close together. Reach the arm nice and long. Push the foot tight to the hand. Nice job. I thank you so much for your power and strength. You go rock this weekend, guys. See you later.